Imagine waking up one day to find half your story missing. Your roots, your ancestors, your face, scattered across two histories that never claimed you. Yet your blood remembers. This is the untold journey of the Black Indian Americans, the bridge between Africa and the First Nations. Before slavery's chains or reservations' borders, there were alliances, powerful ones. But what made these two peoples, both oppressed yet proud, come together? And how did America's history rewrite, and nearly erase, their shared story? To understand the Black Indian story, we must go back to a time before the Civil War, when freedom had a different meaning depending on which flag flew above your head. Enslaved Africans escaped plantations in the Deep South, running not just for survival, but towards sanctuary. Many found it among native nations, the Seminole, Cherokee, Choctaw, Creek, and Chickasaw. These tribes offered refuge, protection, sometimes even family. But peace came with a price, because soon, America would come knocking, demanding loyalty and blood. As European colonizers expanded, native tribes were forced into impossible choices. Some were pushed to adopt European ways, including slavery itself. Others, like the Seminoles, stood with the runaways, forming powerful alliances. Together, they built maroon communities, self-governing, hidden villages deep in the swamps and forests, places where Black and Native cultures merged into one heartbeat. But that unity terrified America. And soon, the government would send soldiers to crush them. In the early 800s, the Black Seminoles fought alongside their Native allies in the Seminole Wars, the longest, bloodiest conflict the U.S. ever fought against Indigenous people. They didn't fight for land. They fought for freedom, against an empire determined to destroy both their bloodlines. And when the guns fell silent, America didn't just take the land, it tried to take their identity too. When the Trail of Tears began, Black Indians walked beside their native families. Same suffering, same sorrow. But when treaties were signed, their names were often left off the rolls. Their skin too dark to be Indian, their culture too native to be Black. They were written out of both stories, left in the margins of history. And yet, their spirit refused to fade. Because blood remembers. Even through the Civil War and Reconstruction, Black Indians continued to shape America. They served as scouts, translators, and fighters, protecting both their people and their blended heritage. Some became cowboys and buffalo soldiers. Others built freedmen towns and schools across Indian territory. Their legacy runs deep, in Oklahoma, Florida, Louisiana, and beyond, though few know their names. But knowing their names means confronting a truth America long ignored. In 1866, after slavery's end, treaties between the U.S. and Native nations promised freedom and equal rights to Black freedmen. Yet as decades passed, many tribes, under pressure or prejudice, denied them citizenship and land. Families who had fought beside Native warriors suddenly became outsiders in the very nations they helped defend. But in this denial, a new generation found their fire. Today, descendants of Black Indians are reclaiming what history tried to erase. They're tracing genealogy, restoring traditions, and demanding recognition, not as outsiders, but as rightful heirs to two great legacies. Their stories echo through powwows and protests, classrooms and courtrooms, saying, "We were always here." And as they rise, a question lingers like a whisper in the wind. What does it mean to belong, when your blood carries two histories that America divided, but your soul remembers as one? To be both African and Native is to hold the memory of struggle and the strength of survival. It's to walk with ancestors who spoke different tongues, yet shared the same tears. And perhaps, that union is exactly what America needs to heal. Because the Black Indian story isn't just a forgotten chapter, it's a reflection of unity beyond color, beyond tribe. It reminds us that our identities don't divide us, they connect us. That healing begins when we honor all parts of our ancestry, the stolen, the silenced, and the strong. So the next time you see a face that doesn't fit the textbook image of Native or Black, remember, their blood carries rivers of history, flowing from two nations that refuse to die. The Black Indian Americans are not a myth. They are the living bridge between past and future. And their story is still being written by those who choose to remember.